Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and we'll go back to the next review for Anime Month, and, well, this anime, well guys, this about this anime is that, the title may seem like probably seem like it's probably a title for a hentai though, but it's not, but, But it seemed like it had a thing for a good anime. But it turns out, well, I'll get to some of the issues though. But for this review, it's a rant though. But it's not a full on rant though. But I don't. Well, I could say well, if it's a rant, then I don't like the film, right? I don't full on hate the anime though. I just think I was just kind of like disappointed in it. One thing though, okay. But for the one I'm reviewing today is known as Bodacious Space Pirates. So kind of like for the title, it says, "Oh, this makes it sound like something like an anime, a hentai, right?" Bodacious Space Pirates. It's not it. It's not that. And what it's about is, it's an anime series that was released in the anime series was released in 2012 from the manga or light novel series, which I've not read though. So, story is that there's this high school girl by the name of Marika Kato. Yeah, Marika Kato. She's a high school girl who she has a part-time job at a we say kind of like a maid cafe though, because she wears a maid outfit in the cafe though. But until she is also a member of this space yacht club, because this takes place in the future, right? A lot of holographic technologies and all that stuff, right? He's part of the space yacht club, space yacht club, and until one day that her mother, which for some reason throughout this whole series, she calls her mother by her first name instead of just calling her mom. She calls her by her since she's her mother, why can't you just call her just mom instead of just calling by her first name? I have no idea why. But she finds out that her father is deceased, and her mother tells her that now since her father was famous, and also her mother was also a pirate too, space pirates you can say. So now she is been chosen to be the captain of the Benton Morrow, which was their ship. The Benton Morrow, and she's been chosen as the new captain of the Benton Morrow, and with their crew in it. And ultimately, she needs to learn about how know the ropes, right, on handling the responsibility of being captain of a pirate ship, space pirate ship, right. Now, this may seem like this may be an epic space pirate anime, right? But the problem is for me, though, why this is a rant. It's not a full-on rant, though. It's just a regular rant. To me, now, I know there's probably people who like this anime. Good on ya. I respect that. But the problem is for me, though, the main thing of this anime, it's boring. That's what I think about it. I think this anime was just boring. And the second main issue I have with this series is 26 episodes long. I think one of the main problems. This film, I keep saying film. I'm used to saying that. This anime series did not need to be 26 episodes long. I think you could have cut down maybe to at least half of that. I mean, this anime series is longer than Parasite or Yashihime Princess Half Demon, which there were 24 episodes, but they were much more there's always a lot of stuff, things that are happening in those animes, right? Like usually most animes I've been watching, have like at most 12 to 13 episodes, right? This could be at least cut down to half, to like 13 episodes. So that's issue number one. It was just, this anime series was way too long. It did not need to be 26 episodes long. That's number one. And like I said, number two, like, it was just boring. A lot of times I was sitting here like, okay, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna have like some action in this, right? That's what I was feeling. But I'll get to all the rest of that second. But the thing is, how I explain the laws of this in this future, right? Technically, they're space pirates, though, but they're not really pirates, right? They're not savage pirates, lying, cheat, and steal pirates, like all pirates are, right? Well, first of all, they're legal pirates. Yeah, they're legal pirates, right? Because I guess pirates helped during a war from back some years back then, and now they're legal pirates, right? And they don't kill, they don't like rob, cheat, steal for the pleasure of as pirates, or just for killing people, right? Like pirates do, right? No, because the piracy, the laws of piracy in this is that, okay, her crew, the Bentamaru, right? They have this. What they do is like they go into these fancy, luxurious liner ships, right? They put on a show. They put on a show of, oh, hey, I'm the captain of the Bentamaru, right? And I'm here to rob you, right? They're just putting on a show. Lend me your valuables and all your cash, jewelry, whatever, right? Which the people, the guests on these ships, right, on whatever, like, oh, right, we're getting a show, right? Hey, we're getting robbed, They give them the valuables, but the thing is, even though by doing so, the government kind of like compensates that for their job, and they get paid for that. And you say like eventually, like the people that lose their valuables will probably get returned to them though eventually though. But that's the thing, is there's no real piracy. It's stage play. That's one of the main things for doing this, is for legal pirates to be doing, is stage playing of acting that they're robbing or looting ships, but they get paid for it though. So that's one of the things. I mean, so basically, all that done, there's like no real danger or anything, right? I mean, and a lot of times it's them talking, or times where Marika Kato is just back in school talking with her classmates or club members, and I'm like, okay. A lot of times it's just talking, because I'm like, okay, come on, is something really gonna happen? I mean, get into the end. It's, spoiler, if anyone's not seen this though, but spoiler though, the one legit threat there is at the end, there is this villain, this woman, who has this big fancy ship, and she's out to destroy all the pirates, right? So all the pirates have to band together to stop this one villain, this fancy ship of hers. And also, by the end of there was this one pirate ship, right? There's this one pirate ship by this one captain. He wears like an iron mask, I guess. He wears his outfit like, but he wears an iron mask, right? But you learn by the end, and also the narrator of, there's a narrator. The one who's narrating it is this one person who's the name of this pirate? Give me a second here. Yeah. I know. I just. I know I should have just looked at this before doing all this stuff though, but Ironbeard. Okay, that's the name. Ironbeard. That's the name of this one pirate, right? But it turns out that's actually Marika's father, supposedly who was supposedly deceased. So yeah, that's her father, Ironbeard. You see a little bit. He comes in like a little bit to halfway to the series, but he's also the narrator of the show as well. The narrator too. So yeah, her father's still alive, and her mother also knows about this as well, but not saying anything to the daughter though. So she knows about it, that he's alive still, but not bothering to tell the daughter though. But yeah. But yeah, that's like the only legitimate threat that but the pirates really the danger they do have is that one villain with this big fancy shit that is targeting pirates, and that's about it. I mean, there's other subplots too. Like there's one where there's this princess who was looking for this ghost ship that belonged to her people, right? And it's actually voiced by if I recognize that voice. She's the princess. Yeah, Greer Serenity is the princess's name. It's voiced by Monica Rial. Rial, Misaki Aizawa from Maid Sama, and I mentioned her a lot of times, in other anime. So, but yeah. She voices as the princess, and she also voices one of the members of the Bentamaro crew as well. She's the one who's kind of like this psychic lady with the crystal ball. She also voices that as well. One of the crew members of the Bentamaro. Probably could see her like right there where my finger is. Voice that character too. So yeah, Makro does a double voice in this anime. So, I mean the voice cast. Okay, if I had as positives, the voice cast for both Japanese and English dub. They're good, yes. And the animation, it's well animated. Especially for the 3D style for the spaceships, right? Or when they're jumping through portals, or when it's coming out of portals. Like, for the 3D animation, for like the ships in space, it's well animated. When supposedly there is like laser fights, or laser fights, shooting at each other. Wherever the supposed action does happen, it's well animated. So the animation of this, I do give a pass for. It's well animated. Like both dubs, Japanese and English dubs, they do a good job as well. But that's basically about it, though. I mean, the characters, I don't know much about I just basically didn't care for most of the characters. The only one I basically cared about was Marika Kato herself, She definitely has, like, the one most charm and personality of anybody in the group, in this whole cast of characters here. Because she does have the most personality of them. She's very energetic, she's, like, optimistic, is a strong word, though, but she does, like, want to, handle the responsibility of being a space pirate captain, doing with her school stuff like that. But yeah, I liked her, and I liked her pirate outfit design. As being as a pirate, space pirate though. But I did like the outfit that she puts on. So okay. And she really wants to it's like, oh hey, let's go and do this, right? Okay, she seems like very energetic and does have brings a certain charm to it, but the other characters, I mean, the other one, there's the, where's that, right where my finger is, her, let's see, Chikaki, if I mispronounce the name, Kurihara, I'll just put up her last name, Kurihara. She's the one that a lot of times she gives a lot of exposition. Sometimes it disappears for good amounts of it, and like she's also a daughter of another pirate as well. But she gives like a lot of exposition, especially explaining a lot of the rules and training Marika Kato for being a space pirate. But a lot of things I find it very boring, I mean, a lot of times just talking, explaining about like all the different laws, and then how the pirating works. There's a point where they go to this planet. There's this one girl in the group that was part of the club, and well, who isn't joins in on the club, the Space Yacht Club, right? There's a point where they do what was it, a sailboat race or something like that. It was something like sort of like a sailboat race, like, or what was it, the those, you stand on it, then you let the wind carry you while riding on it on the water. I forget what those things are called. Air sailing or something like that. Something like that. But what does it all to do with space pirating? It's like they take a break off of all the stuff, and then all of a sudden they just go air racing, air water racing. Uh. Windsurfing, that's what it is. Windsurfing. Yeah, windsurfing. Yeah, they do this windsurfing contest. So how does it deviate from all the space pirating? They do a windsurfing contest. So that's what I mean. I'm just taking it slow because it's just the film was. I keep saying film once again. Jeez. It was a boring series. Now, like I said, but it's well animated. The both dub voice acting do their jobs fine. But the only character I cared about was was our lead, Murray Kakado. And eventually there's a point where, the yacht club joins in, because there's a point where the Bentamaru crew, they get sick, and then her yacht club ends up being a substitute crew for the Bentamaru to help her out. There's a point they even help her out on another stage play pirate raid on another luxury liner. So, and up to the point where we kind of get the real threat of this one person starting on destroying other pirates. So, yeah, Bodacious Space Pirates. I mean, like I said, for most of the characters, I didn't really care about. I only cared about was Murray Kakado. I mean, the Bentamaru crew, there wasn't really much to them. There's this big cyborg guy here. He doesn't really do much. The other one's just like, eh. Or even her yacht club members. But like I said, when it comes to when they're in space, showing the Bentamaru, sort of a little bit of 3D animation, I really like that. It was well animated when they're in space, and when they jump through portals, when they're getting to some laser action, it's well animated, And Mariko, she was the lead I like. She had more brought a little bit of charm and personality to her. She's the only one I like that had personality. So. But the thing is, though, this film. If I say film once more, I'm gonna flip my lid. Really am. But the thing is, this series did not need to be 26 episodes long. I think you could just cut that down to half. I think it's just. The whole thing about making pirates legal and really there's for most of the series, it wasn't really full any danger or stakes. It's just. That's what kind of was taking me out of it. There wasn't, most of the time, it wasn't really danger or high stakes or anything until up to the last few episodes dealing with the person taking out pirates. So yeah. Hey, it was a cool idea. Space pirates out there, fighting, but wasn't that much action. It was boring. Like I said. Space pirates weren't really space pirates. They were just kind of they were legal pirates, but they weren't acting like real pirates. They were basically most of them, what their job is to do is get paid for for basically stage playing rich people and stage playing of robbing them. That's basically it. But for the most part, that's what their part of their job was. Though, they get the side characters know what they're dealing with this princess, and then try a lot of the story goes to find this ghost ship, and like I said, episodes that need to be taken out, that being cut down. Take out the episodes that are dealing with the windsurfing contest or other filler stuff that just need to be cut out. If you want to cut out, keep it finding the ghost ship and then fighting with the main person, like say the real villain at the end of the series. And didn't need to know about. There was also a point where they were trying to rescue one of their club members who was off doing other things, because she was trying to run away from being married to this other person. But actually, the real love of her was actually her vice president of the yacht club. But yeah, that all that could have been cut out, and it would have been shortened the series. So, let's say if there are people who like this series, that's fine. If you think it's good, it's all subjective, right? I can only speak for myself. If you think this is a good anime series, that's fine. I hold nothing against anybody who thinks this is a good series. Nothing against anybody. But just in my opinion, I think this was a boring title, idea, cool, but thing is, though, it was made into a boring... Well, the idea, which I thought was actually we get legitimate pirates, pirating, action, all that stuff, but that wasn't basically it. It was barely any action in the film up until basically the finale. But a lot of it was just talking, a lot of filler stuff that just could have been cut out, and just no, most of it was not really any dangerous things going on. No high stakes or anything. In my opinion, but if people like this, that's fine. Good on you. But to me, it was just disappointing. That's the one thing that was disappointing. It was just boring, and I was underwhelmed, disappointed about it. So, yeah. It was not full on rant. I was not fully mad about it. That's why I'm not really pissed off about it, though. I was just underwhelmed, disappointed. I mean, there's other ones. There was a couple of ones I ranted earlier that I think are much better than. So, you can say that, though. But, yeah. That's my review on Bodacious Space Pirates. Disappointing, underwhelmed, boring. That's just me, though. And some didn't... There I go again! Same film again, see? This series did not need to be 26 episodes long. Yeah, it could have been cut down to half. A lot of those episodes that I thought were pointless could have been cut out. But yeah, that's my little rant on Bodacious Space Pirates. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next review for Anime Month. Later.